Hi, I'm Nicole Roberts-Jones, CEO of Fierce Factor Lab, where we help entrepreneurs and business professionals align their purpose with their paycheck. And welcome to another episode of Fierce Factor TV. Now, in episode 7, I talked to you about your AVP status, which consists of the 3 things every entrepreneur needs for business success. And let me remind you of what they are. So A is be the authority, V is build visibility, and P is to create a platform to profit. So today we begin a 3-part series digging deeper into each of the 3. And of course, we're going to start with A, right? Which is be the authority. As I talk to you about, yes, you have intellectual property. So some of you are saying to yourself, Nicole, what is intellectual property? See, that is your unique factor that sets you apart. See, I'm referring to the ownership of your ideas, your expertise, your knowledge, your proficiency. And yes, you have brilliance in you, but what I know for sure is many of you discount it. And you discount it because you think things like, can't everybody do this? And you assume other people know how to do it. And other people do know how to do it. But what I want you to get is no one can do it like you. Now, do you realize how truly unique each of us is? See, we are so unique that the number of molecules that make up our DNA is 10 to the 2,400,000,000. That's huge, right? That's like 24 with 8 zeros behind it. That number was so big, I had to Google it to even know how to say it. So I want you to think about that. Your DNA is a unique mix, and no 2 people have the same mix of cells that make up who they are. So your uniqueness is a scientific fact. See, when God made you, he broke the mold. There will never be anybody like you. And here's the thing. Too many people walk around not even realizing that their unique mix of DNA, which I call your distinct natural ability, that it's your intellectual property. And having all of that know-how and brilliance inside of you and doing nothing with it means you're not only holding up being the answer to a group of people that need you and are looking for you, but you're keeping yourself from the key to live abundantly. See, people will pay you more for what you know than what you do. And I'm talking about getting paid from your DNA. I'm going to talk about that in the P of AVP status. But here's your action for today. How do you get to a place where you stand fully and unapologetically in the brilliance that lies inside of you? So let me share a couple of things that will get you started with this, right? So number 1 is discover it. See, your intellectual property, that brilliance inside of you is usually the thing that everybody is coming to you for. It's what people in your life or at work seek you out for. You know, people that say things to you like, I want to pick your brain, or can I run something past you? Now, if thinking on those 2 things still doesn't give you an idea of what your intellectual property is, I want you to ask 3 people who are always coming to you. I want you to ask them, why are you coming to me, right? And then once you get clear, I want you to, number 2, declare it. See, once you discover it, I want you to take a moment to say, yeah, this is my intellectual property, and then stand bold in it. I want you to know that you are the authority and move forward in confidence, knowing that you have what it takes to be the answer. See, once you discover it and declare it, you'll be ready to allow it to be seen. And that's what we're going to talk about in our next episode of Fierce Factor TV. We'll talk about the V of the AVP status, which is building visibility around your brilliance, your gifts, so they can be seen and heard, which will eventually lead you to getting paid for it. Oh, and as you discover and declare it, as you discover that intellectual property in you, I want you to share it. So join the conversation in our free Facebook group at findyourfiercemovement.com. Now, until the next time, go and be fierce.